Victoria County commissioners met earlier today and talked about oversized political signage on county property. We actually have a viewer poll question for you tonight around this topic. The question is, should oversized political signs be allowed on county property?
News Center 25's Carolina Astrain spoke with the county judge. We will take a look at the results after her story.
At this week's meeting, Victoria County commissioners discussed an order to ban oversized political signs on county property. The focus being signs larger than 576 square inches on or over vehicles or trailers left on county property.
A lot of folks think that anything goes when it comes to campaign signs on county property. That's not true. There are steps that we can take, and the Commissioners Court is taking those steps now that the election is over.
The proposed order would make way for another early voting location in Precinct 2.
We need a polling place, early voting place on that side of town. Yes. And we looked, the closest that was able to was Faith Family, but that does not cover Precinct 2. Even though Faith Family is in Precinct 2, we need it on that side of town.
The Citizens Healthplex was hesitant about becoming an early voting polling location this year because of how burdensome political signage can be on landscaping and sprinkler systems.
On county-owned property, campaign signs will be confined to the small yard signs only, preventing these big, massive signs that block people's view, block traffic. Our goal is to balance people's desire and right to advocate for their candidate with the reasonable steps that need to be taken to prevent it from becoming a free-for-all like we've seen in recent years.
County commissioners plan to vote on the order at next week's meeting. For your hometown news, I'm Carolina Astrain.
So here's the question again for you tonight. Should oversized political signs be allowed on county property?
All right, let's take a look at those results that we have. So it looks like 13% of you say yes and 87% of you say no.
About the same as 6 o'clock.
About the same. And actually, I was remembering when I was in college, I went to this seminar in New York and a professor was talking and he was saying how people think that when you have more campaign signs out, there's going to be an increase of voter turnout. And he said that that's false. That's completely false. And actually it only helps like a small percentage of candidates basically share like, hey, vote for this person or vote for that person. So it was an interesting conversation and study that we're doing. So I remember that from years back. So
interesting sign.
Right. If you want to keep hearing from you, go to crossroadstoday.com/vote.